Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Life News channel. The story for today is Sophie Wessex cut an elegant figure in a navy dress covered in distinctive female figures for the UN Commonwealth Day Reception to round off her first day in New York. The Countess of Wessex, 57, arrived in the US yesterday for a whirlwind 4-day visit where she'll deliver the keynote address at an event at the United Nations headquarters on upholding women's rights in Afghanistan. She showed off her fashion credentials on the first day of her trip, donning 3 different outfits for her busy day of engagements. The mother of 2 kicked off her trip by planting a rosemary bush in the Queen Elizabeth II garden in Lower Manhattan, wrapping up in a cozy cream coat with a pair of suede black boots. Later in the day, the royal donned a black leather dress to meet with officials at St. George Society of New York, which has supported those with British and Commonwealth heritage in the city for over 250 years. And last night, she opted for a stylish navy gown featuring a bold white print of women's figures as she attended the UN Commonwealth Day Reception. The mother of 2, who is married to the Queen's youngest son Prince Edward, showcased easy glamour with her hair in loose waves, and blue and silver earrings with a natural makeup look. Wearing just a lick of black mascara, the Countess sported a light layer of foundation and golden eyeshadow for the occasion. Her full-length navy gown featured a distinctive print of white line drawings of different women's figures. Meanwhile, she accessorized with a black snakeskin bag and matching heels. The Countess also appeared to break from royal tradition, opting for a deep red nail polish on her fingertips. It was a busy day for Sophie, who earlier had shown off her edgy side in a leather dress. The mother of 2 stepped out in an ankle-length black dress coordinated with leather boots and an envelope clutch bag, as she met with officials at St. George Society of New York. The mother of 2 spoke animatedly with a number of young people from across the Commonwealth who have benefited from the Society's scholarship program. The program provides financial aid to academically gifted students from underserved communities. She met with one of the Society's senior beneficiaries, and young people from across the Commonwealth who have benefited from the Society's scholarship program, which provides financial aid to academically gifted City University of New York students from underserved communities. And earlier, Sophie sported a white coat with black boots, gloves and a dark patterned scarf the royal to plant a rosemary bush in the Queen Elizabeth II garden. Showing shush as not afraid to get hands-on, Sophie was pictured with a shovel digging into soil before planting a rosemary bush. Together with representatives from Commonwealth UN member states in New York and visiting delegations for the Commission on the Status of Women, Her Royal Highness will attend a Commonwealth Day reception, which will look ahead to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Rwanda later this year. As a global ambassador of 100 Women in Finance, Her Royal Highness will also undertake engagements in support of gender equality in the workplace, as well as celebrating Commonwealth Day. The Countess advocates for gender equality and inclusion in the workplace as a global ambassador of 100 Women in Finance's 100WF Next Generation Initiative, which aims to inspire and support young women to look at careers in finance and investment. Her Royal Highness will hear from women in corporate leadership roles, and learn more about their experience in challenging gender-based stereotypes and bias in the workplace. Sophie will also meet those aspiring to join the global finance industry at 100WF's First Impressions event, during which Her Royal Highness will join roundtable discussions with attendees and senior women in the sector. The Countess attended a First Impressions event during Her Royal Highness' previous visit to New York in 2019. Sophie's solo trip is another glimpse into the new-look monarchy, and comes after the royal family released a schedule of foreign tours for the Platinum Jubilee with Prince Edward and Princess Anne given major roles in a glimpse of the future of the slimmed-down monarchy. The spring of this year will see the Earl and Countess of Wessex, who live in Bagshot Park with their children Lady Louise Windsor, 18, and James, Viscount 7, 14, will visit Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's one of the first signs of the new-look monarchy, with Prince Andrew and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex previously making similar overseas trips. The Queen, who no longer flies, would not have been expected to travel, but it's rare for Wessexes to do a high-profile joint overseas tour that might have otherwise been handed to Harry and Meghan. It's long been believed that Prince Charles will slim down the monarchy when he becomes king to 8 key members. Meanwhile, Prince Charles, Camilla, Prince William and Kate represented the Queen at the Commonwealth service after the 95-year-old monarch missed the event at Westminster Abbey for the first time in nearly a decade. The Queen had earlier said she hoped the Commonwealth remains an influential force for good in our world for many generations to come, as she renewed her promise made in 1947 to always be devoted in service. The head of state's Commonwealth Day message was issued by Buckingham Palace ahead of the annual service. The Queen, who has recently recovered from coronavirus and has been experiencing mobility issues, had hoped to attend the important event in the royal calendar alongside Charles, Camilla, William and Kate. But last Friday, palace officials revealed that the Queen, who is head of the Commonwealth, had asked her son Charles to represent her at the service after discussing arrangements with members of the royal household. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news update.